Welcome to the video of Vort. Torah tells us at the beginning of this week's Sedra about the mitzvah of Vidui Ma'aser, the confessional that was done after the farmer in days of old had given the various tithes. What was included in this confessional? Person says, I fulfilled the mitzvah of tithing in its entirety, v'lo shachachti, and I did not forget to do the mitzvah. We can already hear the question that the rabbis will ask. If I'm stating that I did the mitzvah in its entirety, of course I didn't forget it. So what is the meaning of lo shachachti? Says the Sifrei, cited in Rashi, I did not forget to make a bracha on the mitzvah of tithing. That's what I didn't forget. If the Sifrei is correct, it poses a very difficult challenge to what the common wisdom. For the common understanding is that brachas were mandated by the rabbis for our mitzvahs, and not by the Torah. If the Sifrei is correct, it is the Torah itself that mandates the brachas. Perhaps one can resolve this question by suggesting that it is really two different views. It's not a conflict. There are two views in our tradition. One view in our tradition is that brachas are biblically mandated, and the other is that it is rabbinically mandated. No contradiction whatsoever. But if the brachas are mandated by the Torah, and even if they are mandated by the Chachamim, the question is, why? Why is there a mitzvah to make a bracha, be it from the rabbis or from the Torah? Why is there a mitzvah to make a bracha before doing a mitzvah? I understand making a bracha before I eat food, thanking God for the food. I understand making a bracha before I have a delightful experience of a beautiful scent or a magnificent natural experience, seeing a wonder of the world. All those demand a bracha, blessing Hashem for this amazing experience. But why must we make a bracha before doing a mitzvah? And perhaps the answer is that we don't necessarily see or experience mitzvahs as a blessing. And the reason that the Torah mandates making a blessing before doing a mitzvah is to remind us that doing a mitzvah is indeed a blessing. And specifically around the mitzvah of Meiser's tithing, the farmer works hard, the individual works hard for their money, and now I have to take a tenth of what I've earned and give it to someone else? That's hard, that's difficult. That doesn't feel like a blessing at all. That feels like an onerous burden upon me. Why should I take my hard-earned dollar and give it to someone else? Says the Torah, don't forget to make a bracha in this situation, because as hard as it is and as difficult as it is important for us to remember that the mitzvah itself is a blessing. My ability to help another individual, that's a blessing. My ability to perform the mitzvah of Shabbos, that's a blessing. My ability to do any of the mitzvahs, including the mitzvah of fasting on Yom Kippur, is a blessing. We don't necessarily experience it that way. And therefore, according to the Sifrei, the Torah mandates for us to say a bracha. And part of the confessional is, I did the mitzvah in its entirety, v'lo shachachti. I did not forget that this mitzvah, as hard as it is indeed a blessing. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu give us the blessing to experience our mitzvos as blessings. Good job.